So you're ready to make millions off brand deals. Well, good news, there's never been a better time to be a creator or an influencer. Brands are rushing to do brand deals with the best creators and influencers out there because they realize that you're actually better at telling your brand story to your audience than they are. And so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to lock in your first brand deal. Hey everyone, jayhoovy or John Who here. I'm a former Goldman Sachs banker and Stanford MBA dropout turned content creator. And today, we're gonna take all of my business learnings doing brand deals and teach you how to reach out to brands, what a media kit is and what yours should look like, and how to choose the best brands to work with. So let's get into it. The first step you need to take is to pick the right brands to work with. If you're a rising influencer and starting to think about how to make money with your following, a brand deal is probably one of the first things on your mind, and rightfully so. But you don't wanna just dive straight in because not all brand deals are created equal. You don't wanna work with brands that will tarnish your own brand. Instead, the first and most important question you need to ask yourself is what brands represent my brand? Authenticity is the currency of the creator economy. Your followers love you because of you, and not because you're selling out to some brand that makes no sense within the lens of your content. It's incredibly important to not be a sellout. And so even if your friends are promoting a brand, don't be the next Fire Festival. By finding brands that fit naturally within your social media presence, you can actually increase your trust with your audience. And so the natural next question is, how do I find the brands that are natural for my social media presence? It's actually pretty easy. Step one is to look around you. Ask yourself, what are the products that you use in your daily life that represent your presence? So for me, I use an Apple MacBook. I oftentimes wear Patagonia t-shirts, and I'm always rocking Vans. Make sure that the brands you work with authentically integrate within your content. And so once you've picked the right brands, now we're on to step two, which is reaching out to brands. The best brands are likely flooded with requests from other influencers and creators to work with them. And so unless you're a huge account, you need to show those brands why you're the best creator to tell their brand story, which means you're gonna have to initiate the conversation. So in your outreach, I do want you to be prepared to hear a lot of no's before you get your first yes. Fortunately, I'm gonna teach you how to optimize for a yes in your outreach. When reaching out to brands, either through DM or email, focus your message on how you can help them. So for example, this is a bad outreach. It's generic, and as the brand, I'm not really sure why I should work with you. On the other hand, this is a great personalized and tailored outreach. As the brand, I understand how large your audience is, how engaged it is, and why that audience is actually the best audience for me to tell my story to. I also see that you care about my brand and have used the product yourself in your own daily life. Which then leads us to the last step. And this is the one that makes you seem really professional. And that's putting together your media kit. You should think of your media kit as your creator version of your resume. The stronger your resume is, the more likely you are to land the best brand deals. So what goes in a media kit? Well, just like your outbound DMs to convince brands to work with you, no media kit should be the same. In general, a media kit will have all of your biographical information, an overview of your social media accounts, and all of your engagement metrics. So why don't we take a look at the real life media kit Liz uses? So if you take a look at the first page of Liz's media kit, you'll get a really good vibe for who she is as a creator. Her vibes are super clear within the design she's chosen as well as the photos she's chosen. On that first page, she also has the highlight information that brands care about, both her follower count as well as a bio of what kind of creator she is. She highlights a little bit about her story and why her audience engages with her. And this sets a great scene for page number 2. After Liz has shared more qualitative information about herself, she's now diving into the numbers. These are the nitty-gritty analytics that brands care about. She breaks down her audience by a bunch of different demographics, whether you're single or married, what ethnicity you are, as well as what age you are and where you're located. This allows a brand to immediately understand whether your content will target the right audiences for them. If you think about this from the brand's perspective, they're trying to maximize their ROI on their dollars spent with influencers. And so providing them analytics on your audience allows them to make a more informed decision on whether or not it's best to work with you. And so in Liz's case, as a brand, I can see that my message will go out to a primarily female audience, which then allows me to cater which products I want to show to Liz's audience. So if I were Vans, I wouldn't have Liz promote men's shoes. And I love Liz's third page here. It's incredibly aspirational. You'll see that Liz breaks down some of her recent posts working with other brands. In your case, if you haven't done a brand deal yet, this is a great place to instead put your top performing posts. Liz has broken down her incredible content with the actual numbers behind it. So her impressions, her likes, and her general engagement. You can do the same with your best pieces in your portfolio of work. A media kit is a great way to showcase to brands that you're professional and that you mean business. At the end of the day, a brand will only want to work with you if they think that you can provide them ROI. And so by tailoring them a message and a media kit that fits their brand, you can showcase how your audience can make them the most money, and therefore you the most money too. So now that you have your own personal brand identity dialed in, you know how to reach out to brands, and you've made your first media kit, you're now ready to rock the world of brand partnerships. So if you found this tip helpful and are looking for more tips and ideas on how to monetize your creator account, make sure to like and subscribe.